Hey folks, how you doing? Good evening. Oh, is the sound on? Is the sound on? Can't you hear me? Hello, anybody out there? Is this thing on?
Can anybody hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired. But seriously, folks, gotta open the old Diet Coke. Make some noise. Ah, refreshing, isn't it? It's so refreshing. Hey, folks, how you doing? It's Saturday. It's 10 p.m. on the East Coast, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, and my name's Bill. That's Roman. And you're watching Bill's Box of Sound.
That was loud.
Yeah, it was loud. And, well, what are we going to do? We're going to talk. We're going to talk about music. You want to bring that chair in a bit? Or are you going to sit on the side?
I want to sit on the side.
Okay, so Roman's going to be over here, and when he has something to contribute, he'll be stopping by. Oh, I see what you saw. You saw something that, ooh, I think I might like this. We'll be talking about that a little later. Okay. All right. Paul, hello. Paul Ayers on there. And it's, of course, once again, he's always apologizing. Paul, you're a good guy. You don't have to apologize. Sorry, I can never stay for these, but I know the playbacks are always a highlight to the week. Thank you. And I've been really into reviewing the Red Crayola, or Crayola. I think it's one or that discography this week. And it says that they are up there with the Residents as far as avant-garde rockers. I'm trying to remember if I do have a Red Crayola record or not. Let me look it up in my little Excel list without going through the lists here. Let me pull up my list. Let's see. Go through the letter R. Residence read Redbone. No, I don't have any Red Crayola. Oh wait, yes I do. I do have a Red Crayola album. I should be listening to that. Let me see if I can find it here. I know it's right around here someplace. Let's see. There's Redbone, Redding. Let's see. There's Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. Red Rockers. Let's see. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's go just a little further here. Aha, I've got it in my hands. Just before Red Hot Chili Peppers, we've got the Red Crayola, Soldier Talk. Now this, as I remember, is unusual stuff. Kind of somewhere around, like, say, Material, maybe Bill Laswell, kind of Perubu and this stuff. Mayo Thompson, who was in Perubu at one time, or for a long time, is in this. I got to do some more work. Scott Krause is on this. A lot. Okay, most of the members of Perubu are on this. And let's see here. This is recording at Kingsway Recording Studios, and this feels like an import. Doesn't say what the country of manufacture is. Let's pull it out. Look how yellow that is. That's aged paper for you. This is why you got to put your records in plastic sleeves, because if you don't, they'll just ruin your records. Oh, it does not say what country it was made in. For public performance under license only, all rights reserved. I don't know, but it's on Bomb Records. Soldier Talk by the Red Crayola. All right, that's it. You've done it, Paul. I'm pulling this out, and I'm going to listen to this tonight, whether I like it or not. So, what's new this week? Let's see. There have been all sorts of, let's see. Last week we talked about. I need some better lighting here. Let's adjust the lighting. Here we go. That's much better. Okay, now we can see things. We talked about Jimmy Buffett passing away, but the lead singer from Smash Mouth passed away. And also Gary Wright, the guy who did that mega huge hit that everybody got sick of in the 70s, Dreamweaver. And I've also got an album of his. I got this via promo many years back. This is a Touch and Gone. What can I say about, he's up in space and he's going up. Anyway, what I remember the most about Gary Wright, aside from the songs that were hits, is that I went to see a concert. Gary Wright opened for the Santana Band at Public Hall in Cleveland. And also Eddie Money was on the bill as well. Eddie Money was first, then it was Gary Wright, then it was Santana. And Gary had this keyboard that was very space age looking, and he had it strapped to him. And he would go around like this and just play stuff, all night long. But it was weird. After a while, it sounded like there was only one type of sound coming from his keyboard. And in my review of the concert, I described it as a broken incandescent light. And then at the end of the show, when the Santana came out for their encore, Gary Wright came out and jammed with them. That's about all I remember from it. This is back in, I think, late 70s, like 78, 79, something like that. And we've got Nate, and he says, where is it? He says, listening to B right now. We'll be back in a few to see the rest of the show. Well, very nice. It's so cool that he has purchased his copy. Where'd it go? What happened to my copy? Oh, no. What's happening here, boys and girls? Where's my copy of B? Oh, I know. I got it here because I was on Rachel Ghost's show. The Rachel's Ghost Show. And how do you say this? How do you say this?
Meh.
Very good. You're getting good at this.
I'll be right back.
Okay, take your time. Enjoy yourself.
Don't mind it saying Roman there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have a feeling somebody's doing that for you. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you better go and talk to your special person and let them know. It's like, don't embarrass me. Yep, he's growing up. And oh, you did see that concert with me, Kevin. So there. Anyway, commercial. Go to spudlock.bandcamp.com and get your own copy of Bleh today. But yeah, it was really cool. I got to go on the Rachel's Ghost show Friday morning, and I was interviewed for about an hour. Talked about Spudlock, and talked about this channel, this show, and my experience growing up with music. It was a lot of fun. It was very cool, and a couple of people have ordered the album since then, and I much appreciated. Once again, if you want to find out what that album sounds like, go to that website, spudlock.bandcamp.com, and you will be able to listen to the songs on the album free, no charge. And if you want it, you can get it. And Greg asks, where did the name Spudlock come from?
All right, talk to my special person.
Your special person is your special person being sympathetic to you?
She said she tried to change it.
Okay,
back.
well, she's a good person. I know that. His mom. Anyway, so where did the name Spudlock come from? On Rachel's show, she asked me that same question, and I answered that. But I will answer it again quickly. The place where Todd and I, the other guy in Spudlock, recorded our songs originally was in the back of a retail store, and it was very late at night. And when we were done recording for the evening, we would take the music that we recorded and go to WBWC in Baldwin and Wallace College, now Baldwin and Wallace University, and play it on Evans Ford's Avant-Garde show. And so when we were done, very late at night, we would lock the place up. And Todd would say, "Hey, did you lock the Spud?" Because sometimes we called the studio the Spud. And I said, "Did I lock the Spud? Is the Spud locked?" And we just kept on going back and forth with it and said, "Hey, we should call ourselves Spudlock." And it's like, yeah, nice, very cool. Somebody texted me. I got to find out what that is. Who's texting me? Okay. Yeah, this is a junk text. This is not genuine. I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that because I don't know who that is. That's a junk text. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, so getting back to this, it says, I didn't mean to show up late. Just got through baking my second anniversary cake when I first arrived in Minnesota. Well, congratulations on your anniversary. And it's okay if you show up late. You can show up whenever you want. We always enjoy having you here, Chief Dancing Ostrich. Anyway, Kevin says, it's a great record. Buy it. And Nate says, that album is really great. The songs are really catchy. Nice. I love all this. More from Chief Dancing Ostrich. Spudlock. There's no C in Spudlock. There's no C in Spudlock. Meh. I love it. Sounds awesome. How can I get a copy of what I did for the 9th and Marquette Music Wall? I finished this song. Huh? That I'm not too sure if I understand that. But maybe I should check your channel and see what music you've done, because I have watched a couple of Chief Dancing Ostrich's videos. Interesting. There was we talked about this a long time ago, back when we were early days of this live stream. There was this thing where she recorded something fast and slowed it down, or it recorded something slow and speeded it up. Tried to play around with the frequencies. It was kind of fun. That's all right. Okay, you are forgiven. You are forgiven. No problem. It's just like spelling Beatles, Beat, with a beat instead of Beet, or spelling monkeys with not EY but EE at the end. So We didn't do it intentionally that way. It just happens to be the same. Did you get a bug bite? Just itching?
I just did this.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm talking a lot. I need to drink some more Diet Coke. Breakfast of champions. Yeah, I wouldn't have Diet Coke for breakfast, would you?
No. It's unhealthy.
All right.
And
yes.
We have an announcement to make.
You have an announcement. Viewers. What's that?
We're very sorry. We're not going to be here next week.
I will be announcing that. Yeah. Quick programming note. Next week there will be no live stream. I have a DJ gig that I'm doing. It's a charity event, and I will be out playing music. I mean, I'll be DJing, just playing songs for people. But this is something that I've committed to, and I've done this for several years in a row. And sorry, I will not be back in time for the live stream. But week after that, we will be back. So anyway, we've got to talk about stuff on the calendar, anniversaries and stuff. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Let's see. Today is the 8th. Boing. No, today's the 9th. And tomorrow is the 49th anniversary of this album here, Roxy and Elsewhere by Frank Zappa and the Mothers. Earlier this week was the 50th anniversary of Overnight Sensation, which is coming out in a special 50th anniversary super deluxe box set and a special 45 RPM vinyl version as well. And coming up this week, we also have some anniversaries of other Zappa albums, such as, let's see, this will be on Thursday, the 14th. Thursday, the 14th of September will be the anniversaries of the release of Quadrophiliac, which is no longer available. And this is number 74, came out in 2004. And also the release in 1998 of the Mystery Disc CD, which was compiled from the 2 mystery discs that were in the old Masters boxes. And this first one here, Quadrophiliac, was produced by Dweezil Zappa from the Vault and assisted by Joe Travers, the Vault Meister. Now, speaking of Dweezil, bless you. Oh, gotta get yourself a towel and wipe you off. Now, earlier this week, there was something weird that happened. There is a website for Universal Music that's talking all about this this new release of the super deluxe box set of Overnight Sensation. And it was an article by Mark Smotroff, I believe, or Tim somebody. Let me find out here. Let's see. I'll bring it back up. Here it is. No, there it is. Overnight Sensation turns 50. A article by Tim Peacock talking all about this stuff. Now, earlier in the week, there was a option on this website for you to click and write a comment and talk about it. So there was a comment that said it was by Dweezil Zappa. It was really weird. You pulled up this thing and it says, "Hello, Dweezil here, Frank's son and Amit's older brother." And, seeing as the above is an official version of the announcement about this particular historical milestone, I have decided to add my own 2 cents relating thereto. And this thing went on and on about how Overnight Sensation and Apostrophe were originally supposed to be a double album called The World's Greatest Sensation, and going on and on about how this thing is, as I myself know this because I once actually listened to the master tapes of what could have been part of the making of the classic album documentaries, I was asked not to talk about this, blah, blah, blah. And so I reached out to our trusted friends, uh, namely Joe Travers, the Vaultmeister, and Scott Parker, who is the host of the Zappacast and a very knowledgeable Zappaholic. And turns out that wasn't written by Dweezil. As a matter of fact, Dweezil came out himself and says, I have no idea who's trying to be me, and I would not comment on something like that. None of that stuff is true. It's what the heck's going on here? So, if you were puzzled by that, so was everybody else, especially Dweezil. Ignore it, please.
Yes, don't follow that comment. Delete that comment as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Never let it
that's
get
right.
into
So
your email.
the comment was deleted. The fake Dweezil was out of here.
Get him out of here.
That's right. Get him out of here. She's a little hand puppet. What's your name?
My name's Billy.
Your name is Billy. Well, I'm Bill. Pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
All right. So, new records this week. Got 2 new records. No, that one. This one here, Missing Persons. You know who Missing Persons is?
Ooh.
Missing Persons is a band that was comprised of Dale Bozio, vocalist, and also she played Mary on the Joe's Garage album. And then the rest of the Missing Persons were people who used to be in Frank Zappa's band. And this is a live album that was recorded in 1982, December 28th, 1982, at the Fox Warfield Theater in San Francisco. And it's released on purple vinyl. Check that out. And for those of you who do like Missing Persons music, this is a good recording. It seems as though it was like taken from different recordings because some of the songs on here are mixed really weird. There's one song that sounds like it's in mono, but altogether, this is guitar and synthesizer driven techno pop with female vocals and the unbelievable drumming of Terry Bozzio. This is available on CD as well as vinyl, just came out this week. And yes, I agree completely. What does one have to gain by pretending to be Dweezil? That's a good question.
I know, right? Maybe they're just trying to scam you for money.
I don't know. But it's like, you know, they do that and it's like, okay, so the people who are in charge of the Zappa estate are going to go to Dweezil and ask about it, and he's going to say, "Hey, I didn't write that." So whoever was doing that was pretty stupid, if you ask me. Anyway, another album that I just got this week, a re-release of this album from 1988, the Batman soundtrack by Prince. Yep, Batman. These are the songs that Prince did for the movie with Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Pretty good movie, but this album is fantastic on its own. It is a funk rock spectacular. If you're not familiar with this album, you should be. This is a great record. I say, and also this was remastered by the person who originally mastered it, Bernie Grundman, and the remaster sounds unbelievable. I've never heard this album sound this good before, and I've had the CD of this album since it came out, so very happy to get this. Yes,
I'm looking at the Batman logo.
You're looking at the Batman logo. Okay.
So cool.
Yep, this is good. You might like some of these songs. I don't know.
It even looks like real gold. Because it's so shiny.
Yeah, shiny. Very cool.
Shiny.
All right. So, What else was announced this week? Did anybody watch the live stream of Jimmy Fallon with the Rolling Stones announcing a brand new Rolling Stones album? I did.
I really need to keep control of this guy. Hey, you don't need to keep control of me. I'm just fine as it is.
That's right. Anyway, so yeah, the new Rolling Stones album is going to be called Hackney Diamonds. And they've already announced that it's coming out with all sorts of different colored vinyl variants. And there's even a different cover for the Amazon version. And they're coming out with of course, the record and the CD, and also a Blu-ray audio of it, which might be interesting. Rolling Stones in surround or high resolution, that is. But Stones are kind of long in the tooth. They've been a band for 60 years, and there's only 3 guys left in the band. Well, from the original band, there's Mick and Keith, and then there's Ron Wood. And even though Ron Wood has been a member of the Rolling Stones since the mid 1970s, a lot of people poo-poo him because he's not Mick Taylor or Brian Jones. But he's been an integral part of the Stones sound for many, 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 many years. So I thought I would go through my Rolling Stones collection. That might be fun. Don't you think? Or don't you? Mr. Chatterbox knows what he's talking about.
Why is right here so soft?
Why is your hand so soft?
Like right here.
I don't know. It's just the back of your hand. Mine's not that soft. It's old and wrinkly, and there's hair all over it. One day you'll have hair on that hand.
I don't want to be hairy.
But right now, you're a kid. You're young. That's what happens. All right, so let's go to the very early Rolling Stones records, of which I've got a few. I've got a copy of The Rolling Stones Now, and this is in monophonic. It's got the old red label.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. And let's see, next up I've got here. Oh, I've got the very first live album by the Rolling Stones, Got Live If You Want It. And is this a mono record as well? I know it's in a capital sleeve, which is not correct, and I need to clean this up. Nope, it's in stereo, blue label.
Yay!
Check out this picture. It's got Mick and Keith, Brian Jones, Bill Wyman, and Charlie Watts. Oh, very nice. Charlie's got a mustache.
A mustache.
Yeah. Speaking of Charlie, they did announce that Charlie Watts does play drums on parts of the new album, Hackney Diamonds, as well as his replacement, Steve Jordan, who Charlie picked him as his successor. When Charlie was sick and couldn't go on tour with the Stones, he picked Steve Jordan, who's been working with Keith Richards for many years. Also used to be in the World's Most Dangerous Band, the backing band for the David Letterman Show. Anyway, next up, we've got the first compilation, Big Hits, High Tide and Green Grass. Rolling Stones have so many greatest hits compilations. It's ridiculous. Probably even more compilations than they have official albums, which numbers 24, by the way. Next, we've got Aftermath, the US version in stereo. Kevin knows what I'm talking about. Mr. Chatterbox can't keep a secret. And I've got the lenticular cover. Let's pull this out of the plastic here of their Satanic Majesty's Request. Let's pull this puppy out. This is their weird psychedelic album that was kind of like their response to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. You take a look at that lenticular cover. Yeah, it changes as you move it around. Kind of hard to see. Oh, there it is. Almost like last week when we were looking at the Prince Diamonds and Pearls. Yeah, check that out. Kind of interesting. And this is an original. And look at all this stuff on the gatefold. Crazy stuff. But yep, I do dig that album. Okay, that one's done there. Let's see. So I talked about Aftermath. Yes.
Again, Grandma's watching Project Runway.
Oh yeah, she's been binging that show like crazy. All right.
My new favorite show.
More very early Stones records. Let's check out what we got here. I don't have every single Stones album.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
But I got a bunch of them. Let's see. Oh, I've got Beggar's Banquet. I don't have the original cover. I have the U.S. cover. A lot of people, this is their favorite early Stones album. It's a good one. I know that Samantha likes the Rolling Stones a lot, and that's her favorite. I think that's her favorite album as well.
By the way,
This was one of the first Rolling Stones albums that I really listened to. Between the Buttons. This is a great record.
Where's the mustache? Where's the mustache?
He shaved it off.
No!
Yeah. Charlie maintained his clean-shaven look for a long time. Yeah, the Rolling Stones are pretty much clean-shaven, whereas the Beatles all grew facial hair eventually. And you know what?
Never.
I'm sick of this thing where people go Beatles against the Rolling Stones. They're two completely different bands. I don't know what their problem is. Anyway, Big Hits Volume 2, Through the Past Darkly. This came out right after Brian Jones passed away. And this is the one that's got the stop sign cut cover.
Oh.
Okay. And next we've got great album. Let It Bleed. This is a great record cover. Look at all
No,
Look at
bleeding.
Look at all this stuff stacked up.
Why is it bleeding? Why is the cake bleeding?
Yeah, you're right. It looks like the cake is bleeding.
Is it just raspberry jam?
But you've got all this stuff. You've got the record down here. And so you got a plate. You've got a film canister. It says Stones, Let It Bleed. Then you've got a clock.
Yeah.
Then you got a pizza.
What?
Then you have a bicycle tire. And then you got a cake with little plastic figurines of the Stones on top.
That's weird.
And on the back, the whole thing is just completely damaged, destroyed.
Besides the tire.
But it's a great record. I remember being at I think it was Higbee's in downtown Cleveland with my oldest brother, and he bought a copy of the album there. But then I've got one of the best live albums ever recorded. Get Your Ya-Ya's Out. And there's Charlie on the cover with his donkey traveling on down the road. And of course, there's all the pictures of the Stones back there. We love that album. I love the guitar solo on Sympathy for the Devil. I could just listen to that thing over and over again. And you know what? That album was released because of this bootleg. Got a liver than you'll ever be. This is an unofficial release that came out. It's not bad, but Get Your Ya-Ya's Out trumps that one. And now we're to our third greatest hits compilation. Hot Rocks, the Rolling Stones, 64 to 71. Their greatest hits. Let's see here. More Stones. We got more Stones now. Then the Stones were done with London Records, and they came out with their own label, the Rolling Stones Records, and they had this iconic record cover, which I have covered up because there's an actual zipper on the cover of this record. And this album is called Sticky Fingers. You know it, don't you? Wait, where is it? Oh, I got it.
I'm Billy.
There it is.
Nice to meet you.
There it is. And there's the zipper. I'm not gonna pull it down, but it does work.
That sounds like a cool record.
It is a cool record. It's got some great songs. It's got Brown Sugar, which the Stones don't perform anymore.
Oh,
It's got Dead Flowers, Wild Horses. It's got a song of a that's got a naughty word for a title.
It's got Romans?
No. No. Here, wait. Let me pull out the sleeve, and we'll talk about these songs. Okay. Now, is it okay if I say the naughty word? You're gonna get mad if I do. It's not real bad. Okay. Side 1: Brown Sugar, Sway, Wild Horses, Can't You Hear Me Knocking? That's a great one. Oh, I love that song. And You Gotta Move. And you see that? It's the B word. And it's not bleh. Name of that song is Bitch. Anyway, I Got the Blues, Sister Morphine, Dead Flowers, and Moonlight Mile. This is the first album with the Rolling Stones lips and tongue logo. That is a classic. If you don't have it, well, you just don't like the Stones.
Or you just didn't buy it.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe you don't have a copy of that, but you got a copy of me. I don't know.
Oh.
Next comes Exile on Main Street, 2-record extravaganza. A lot of people love this album. Some people hate it. I love it. It's a great record. I first had a copy of this on cassette, but now I got it on vinyl. And let's see. After that came Goat's Head Soup, which just had its 50th anniversary. They all got yellow stuff all over their faces. After that, come on. So many Stones albums. This is ridiculous. Are you having fun?
No.
It's only rock and roll, but I like it. Got that one?
Only rock and roll.
That's the name of the song. I know it's only rock and roll, but I like it. Yes, I do. I like it. Black and Blue. Which, okay, let's pull this one out. Take a look at the Stones. Now, this, I believe, was the first full album with Ronnie Wood. Okay, there's Ronnie. There's Charlie, no mustache. There's the beginning of Mick's face and the end of Mick's face. And there's Bill, the bass player. And there's Keith.
Bill, that's you.
No, not me. And there's more Stones on the inside. There we go. Great record.
Bill's the name of this person.
His name is Bill Wyman. And the interim guitar player before Ronnie was in the band was Mick Taylor.
Who's your Billy?
And I believe that Bill Wyman also guests on the new album that's coming out by the Stones. I heard that.
Who's your Billy? Your hand puppet?
There is yet another compilation, Metamorphosis, and this is on colored vinyl. I think I've shown this before, years past. But let's take a quick look at that. What do you say? You want to see the colored vinyl? What color is this? What color do you think this is? It's not black.
I was about to say black.
It's not green. Oh, wait.
Green.
Yes, green. I'm pulling it out, and it's like, oh, wait, this might be black vinyl, but it's not. It's a dark green.
Knew it.
Check that out. Ta-da. Very heavy.
I like the bugs in that picture, like humans, and the humans are bugs.
Okay, well, let's take a look at that. You've got the Stones as bugs. They all got like praying mantis heads. Wait, a praying mantis, a fly, a bee, some sort of what? Is that an aphid?
I like the bee better.
Yeah.
And the praying mantis. Those are not scary, but the rest, they just scare me so bad.
Insects with Rolling Stones masks. So that's what you got on there.
So they can look like them, but they're not really them.
Yeah.
Are they actually humans, or are they just bugs wearing masks?
Well, they're not the Beatles. They're the Rolling Stones.
That's what I mean.
Oh, we have a comment here from Nathan. He says, Black and Blue has a song called Cherry O Baby, a reggae song. I think I'm the only fan of that song. It's not bad. I like it.
It's almost been 1 hour.
It's a cool song. Let's see. No. It's not. It's only 41 minutes. Got plenty of time before we start making noise. And tonight's music will be very abstract. Just warning you. All right, we're still in the 70s. And we've got... Now, wait. Which album here came first? Are these done...
Did you hear that crack?
A crack? No, I didn't hear that.
I cracked.
Okay. All right, yeah, this one came first. Not Miss You. It's Some Girls with the hit Miss You. And,
Go to the back, please.
Why?
It's a kid-friendly show.
It's a kid-friendly show, but there's no nudity. It's just ladies' underwear that they're selling. Now, this is the cover where they got rid of all the faces. And you probably already know this story. Where's the original cover? I know I got it somewhere. Where's my original cover? Rassin Frassin. Oh, here it is. I still have it sealed in the original shrink wrap. Look at this. This is where they had all of the faces, which weren't blacked out like it is on this one. I mean, you've got Mick and you got Keith and everybody, but you've also got Lucille Ball, you got Marilyn Monroe, you've got forgot what that lady's name is. There's Lucille Ball. There's Charlie, but yeah, Farrah Fawcett I think is on there. Raquel Welch. But they had not received permission to put any of these women's faces on the cover. So they had to take it off. Now, I was working at a record store named Peaches. And we were selling copies of this album like crazy. And then all of a sudden, we got a phone call from our distributor that said, listen, Atlantic Records, who distributes this for the Rolling Stones, has just announced that we can't sell that anymore. They're going to re-release the album with a different cover. So we need you to take all copies of this off the sales floor and return them back to Atlantic Records so that we can destroy them. So you know what all the employees of the store did? They went and said, let's buy all these copies. So I used my employee discount and bought several copies of this. I've sold all of them except for one. If you still look around, you can still get a copy of this. So this is my sealed copy, and this is my playing copy. So there you go. There's that story. Oh, let's keep on going through the past darkly. We've got Emotional Rescue.
This is going to be the craziest song anybody has ever heard.
Oh, yeah. The craziest song ever. Oh, we've also got the 12-inch single of Miss You on pink vinyl. We've also got a live album, Love You Live, which is kind of crazy. They're biting people on the cover. Oh, we got a few more to go here. So many Stones albums, so little time.
I just want to...
Did you do that? Trying to kill me.
No, it was not.
Yet another compilation album called Sucking in the 70s. And I won't go into the details of the title or what I've got inside of this this record jacket. Oh dear, dear, dear.
It's almost time.
I know. We've got Tattoo You.
I mean, get Briller in here for you.
We're in the 80s now.
Hello, my name is Briller.
We've got
How are you doing?
Undercover, which it's like, oh my gosh, look at all of these stickers covering up this nude lady's body. You peel off the sticker and there's still another sticker there, so you never get to see the naked body. So that's Undercover. And after that, we've got Dirty Work, their first album that was distributed by CBS, I believe. Or maybe it wasn't. Don't correct me. We've got Steel Wheels. We're almost done here. We've got a archival live album, Some Girls Live, in Texas, 1978. And we've got the last studio album that they recorded. Well, it wasn't an original album. It was all blues covers, Blue and Lonesome. And I think that is all of my Rolling Stones records. Yep, because then it goes right into Sonny Rollins. Not a member of the Rolling Stones. However, he does play on a Rolling Stones album. Interesting. All right. So we got quite some time. Oh yes, thank you, Greg, for the reminder. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button right now. If you haven't already hit it, please do it.
And also hit that subscribe button.
Yep, and subscribe.
And notification bell. Remember that.
Yep. And you know what? You're about to find out something about a medical condition I have. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I know that. I know what it is.
What?
Yeah, adrenaline thing. Not the adrenaline thing. The thing that keeps your blood sugar from going down is not working. So you need an insulin shot.
Well, no, I don't.
Oh, wait, it's food.
Now, if I had high sugar, I would have to take an insulin shot. But right now I have the opposite of that. Low sugar. So you know what? I have to eat something with sugar in it.
Yep.
Would you like to share this with me?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Okay. I'm going to eat some sugary gummies. Oh, too bad this doesn't have any trendy chemical amusement inside of them. But they do have sugar. So you may have been hearing some little bing bongs off of my watch. I wear a continuous glucose monitor. So this way, I eat this stuff.
I think Russo has the same condition as yours.
Who does?
Russo, my friend.
You have a friend? Do they wear a thing on their body?
Oh, it's on their arm.
Yeah, some people wear it on their arm. One of these is I'm going to get one that I wear on my arm. But this has, let's say, 17 grams of carbs. This will do a good job of getting my sugar back in.
And it's also healthy.
Mm.
With
Yes,
sugar in
because
it.
it's got real fruit in it.
Which contains sugar.
Yes. Carbohydrates, actually.
Which contains sugar, right?
Yep. But believe it or not, it turns it into sugar in the blood. It's like bread does that a lot. So that's why I got to be careful when I eat pizza and stuff like that. It's very complicated.
You only gotta eat a little bit of pizza, then that's...
Which Stones album does Rollins play on? Well, hold on a second. Let me just reset this.
So I don't think you get to eat that much food.
Let's see. I will look it up very quickly.
Like we do.
Yeah.
I wish you didn't have that condition.
I wish I didn't have that condition either, but I got it. Okay. The song that he plays on is Waiting on a Friend. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Waiting on a Friend is a song by the English band The Rolling Stones from their 1981 album Tattoo You. And let's see, where's Sonny Rollins? There it is.
It's 10:51.
Okay, chill. That's right. Saxophonist Sonny Rollins is on that song. And I think there's one other song on a Rolling Stones album that Sonny plays on, but I believe that on the version of Waiting on a Friend that is on CD, it's got a longer version of the Sonny Rollins solo on it. So there you go. Now I'll do more research on that. I think he's on one other song. Sonny Rollins played on one other song by the Stones, but I can't remember which one it is. But I will find out. But yeah, 'tis the truth. He's playing on Waiting for a Friend. So see, you watch the Box of Sound live stream, you learn stuff. So, what other new stuff that I want to talk about? I talked about the new records. I showed a whole bunch of Rolling Stones stuff. Talked about anniversaries. Talked about that's about it. That's talked about. Out of here. Well, I'll tell you what, it's 53 minutes past the hour. We're going to start making some noise. No, Nathan, it's not Can't You Hear Me Knocking. That's done by Bobby Keys. Same guy who does the sax on Brown Sugar. What? Well, guess what, folks?
I want to use that thing.
You want to use it?
Use that.
This thing, okay. Oh, well. Guess what? It's 11 o'clock. And it is time to finish the show. I want to thank you for stopping by tonight. A lot of fun. Next week, I'm going to be going to see John McLaughlin and Shakti in the city of Ann Arbor. Let me pull out this record here. I know it's here someplace. Gonna go see this band live.
That hurts my ears.
With my friend Kevin. I'll give you a full report in 2 weeks as to our experiences in Ann Arbor. And stay tuned. for your local news, except on the West Coast. And I had a great time. I hope you did too. So, all
Low
right.
battery.
Low battery, low battery, low battery. What? What'd you do?
Oh my goodness. I know it.
All right. So that's it. Thank you once again. Like and subscribe. I've got to go wait for my sugar to get up because it's still dangerously low. But I will take care of myself. You take care of yourself too. All right? Go listen to some music. Have a good night. Say good night, Roman.
Oh, good night.
All right. We're out of here.